The 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle, is more than just a rule of thumb. It's a powerful lens through which you can view efficiency and effectiveness. At its core, the principle suggests that 80% of your outcomes result from just 20% of your efforts. But this idea didn't just appear out of nowhere. It has a fascinating origin tied to the keen observations of a 19th century Italian economist. Vilfredo Pareto, an Italian economist and sociologist. He was born in 1848. Although he was born in Paris, his family, originally from Genoa, Italy, returned to their homeland when he was young. They eventually settled in Turin, otherwise known as Torino. Torino was a city that was rapidly transforming into an industrial powerhouse during the late 19th century. Turin's intellectual climate, buzzing with the energy of the Industrial Revolution, and a growing emphasis on scientific and economic analysis, shaped Pareto's academic pursuits. As Pareto delved into the study of economics and society, he made a striking observation. 80% of Italy's land was owned by just 20% of the population. This pattern of imbalance wasn't just confirmed to land ownership. Pareto began to see this 80-20 distribution in various other domains, let that be income, productivity, and even in nature. For example, he noticed that in his garden, 20% of the pea pods produced 80% of the peas. This observation wasn't merely a statistical quirk. It was a reflection of a broader principle that seemed to govern much of life. Turin's dynamic environment played a crucial role in Pareto's thinking. As the city modernized and became a hub for both industry and intellectual activity, Pareto found himself amidst a vibrant community of thinkers and innovators. This atmosphere of progress and inquiry was the perfect incubator for his groundbreaking ideas. The 80-20 principle, as Pareto outlined, suggests that a small percentage of inputs often lead to a large proportion of results. This principle quickly found applications far beyond its original economic context. Businesses discovered that 80% of their profits came from 20% of their customers, while 80% of sales were typically generated by 20% of products. The principle's utility lies in its simplicity and the way it can be applied to focus on what truly matters. What makes the 80-20 principle so powerful is its broad applicability. Imagine identifying 20% of activities in your life that bring you 80% of your happiness, 80% of your joy, 80% of your success or well-being. By focusing on those activities, you can maximize your results with much less effort. Whether it's honing in on the most effective work strategies or prioritizing the relationships that bring you the most joy, the 80-20 principle is a tool for enhancing productivity and life satisfaction. Understanding this principle also allows you to cut through the noise and focus on what really drives success. Instead of spreading yourself thin across numerous tasks, you can identify the few key actions that will make the biggest difference. This shift in focus can lead to a more efficient and fulfilling life. What Vilfredo Pareto discovered more than a century ago has become a powerful tool for living a more focused and fulfilling life. Beyond the numbers and percentages, there's a deeper lesson, one that speaks to the human experience. The 80-20 principle is a reminder that life doesn't just have to be a constant grind. It encourages us to be kinder to ourselves, to recognize that we don't have to do it all, and that by focusing on what truly matters, we can create a life that's not just more efficient, but more meaningful and connected. These are Interesting Things with JC.